All right, that was Marathon with Mountaineering. Now, the reason why I picked this song, guys, is because this, in my eyes, this shows your togetherness and your pretty much how you guys work so well together because of the different different breakdowns, the guitar work, the drums, like everything, and kind of you guys really like. I mean, the whole album is really good, but this one in particular. It kind of, at least in my eyes, in my ears, kind of showed me how you guys all came together because it almost displayed all your different talents. The breakdown soloing, some like really good drum rolls in there, like everything.
Yeah, it's really theatrical, I guess you could say.
Oh, to say the least.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of epic, and then it has a pretty nice chorus. I mean, it's some of our personal favorite. Definitely my favorite of the album. Yeah.
Well, for the rest of the album, like I said, there's, I mean, the flow, you pretty much got it down to the way you wanted, and it works well because some albums, a lot of times, like in pre-production, they come up with a certain track list and a certain way they want to kind of make things work, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so they got to rearrange it. Now, you already had the idea in mind, and you knew ahead of time that you wanted to make an album that kind of flow well and flow the way you want it. Now, was that a hard thing for you guys to put together, or did it come kind of a bit easier than you thought it would?
That was kind of tough, Zach. Well, like when we first put it out, we had it like for free to get people to listen to it, especially some of our friends. And when we first had it out, the track order was all messed up. And it was a whole debacle, like the way to get them all to kind of fit together. But yeah. We spent a lot of time trying to figure out how it would just mesh so it would just be like an even flow. And you can listen to the whole album and almost think of it as one song.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't necessarily too easy. I kind of would just like sit on my phone and like every day kind of just try and decide what would flow into what better. And I guess I usually try and keep things kind of like, a little more upbeat, a little less upbeat, a little more upbeat, a little less upbeat, kind of keep the differentiation there. Yeah.
Well, why not? I mean, it's a good way to do it because, like I said, each album, no matter who you are, kind of goes differently, but it's all a matter of when it comes down to it, it's not just the lyrics and the music how it's put together, it's how it's laid out on the album, and that's what's gonna get the listener hooked, right? Because it's not just, you don't just want the catchy single, you want something that, like you said, that people actually can sit down and be able to listen to all the way through without listening halfway then getting bored with it.
Yeah, I mean that's what we want, but we're album people, 2014 it is kind of, you're like trying to put out an album in a world where it's just kind of like people that want singles on their iPod, but I mean, we do what we like, so I'm all for like just having one song flow into another. I love that. I love when any band does that, and that's just what inspires me.
So with the new album in works, do you guys have like a deadline or a set date that you're kind of aiming at to finish it, or is it kind of just hanging the balance at this point?
We're kind of aiming for like early 2015, but it could be mid 2015. I mean, we're hoping for early.
For like spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, always hoping to get it out as soon as we can, and I mean, definitely to come out in the new year, guns blazing, with some new stuff will be great. But even if it's not out as early as we'd like it to be, we'll definitely be making sure that we're fine-tuning it, making it as the best that it possibly can be for us and everybody else. And we'll still be playing live throughout there, and people definitely have chances to hear something new.
Yeah.
Every time they come to see us play. So.
Now, one of the last questions I have for you guys is, with this new in the works, have you guys? I mean, okay, let me rephrase this. That wasn't going to come out the way I wanted to sound. Each band constantly is progressing and evolving in different forms, like different forms and fashions and ways of not just recording the songs, but just kind of different ideas and kind of tweaking the sound a little bit. Now, have you guys kind of not drastically changed the sound, but has it kind of tweaked a little bit, and maybe we can expect something maybe just a little bit different on this next album, or is it going to be kind of more or less kind of like the first album was?
I get it's different mostly in the way that it's so far with the songs that we have, it's been a little bit more poppy, and there's also tracks that have been a lot more, like, just a lot weirder. I think I listen to a lot of strange stuff, and I kind of I wanted to do that lately. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a bit poppier, choruses that you can really remember, and then also a little bit tripped out.
Yeah, all of us as individuals, as much as we like to perform, we like to play. We like all of our instruments, and every single one of us actually is a multi-instrument musician. So pretty much Zach's going to write what he feels, we're going to add what we feel, and what we all come together collectively with is probably what you're going to get. And there's no telling, I wouldn't go as far as to categorize it as being too much more of anything or too much less of anything, but every next album that comes out, every next song that comes out, every next show, it's just going to become more and more us, who we are together as a band. So no matter what you're getting, it's always going to be 100% raw marathon, and it's going to be whatever we're feeling and whatever Zach's feeling when we're in that moment together and separately writing and playing. So it'll be good. It'll be us.
Right on. Now the last question I had, just because you brought it up, since you guys are kind of multi-talented with different instruments, during like jam sessions, you guys ever switch it up, or kind of, I'd say,
Yeah, absolutely.
It would be cool to do on stage. I think it's something that, we've all played with the idea of. I'm sure a lot of bands play with the idea of doing it too. It's just like finding the right time for it to be done. But I mean,
it just has to make sense within the song to do it.
We all have fun, and we all just love to play. So no matter what it is, especially with Zach, Zach's super talented. Zach can bring parts that he'd like to show us to the table all by himself, and then we can kind of build off of whatever he brings. So it's all group work. That'd be cool though. Like maybe like Rob and like Eric throw each other their instruments on stage or something.
Yeah, see, because right now we kind of do that while jamming. I think like, I don't know, 3/5 of us have ADHD. So we're just jamming, and then we just switch and forget what we're doing, and then we come back to practice. So I mean, to actually have something organized, that's a great idea. Because we have like 4 drummers in the band.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Eric alone is drumming and playing guitar at the same time as it is now, as well as doing vocals, and we're just incorporating him to do more and more in the future. You might need to get an extra arm by the end of it. But, it's fun. We're all having fun for sure.
Well, and that's the way to go. I mean, and that's the thing is like, and you can tell when bands are actually having fun and actually enjoying what they're playing, as opposed to the ones that just pop out a one-hit wonder. I mean, automatically, one-hit wonder says to me that there's no effort put in this at all. The guys really don't care. They just want to make a quick buck.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's nice to hear, like, countless times with a lot of indie bands, though, we're doing what we love and we like doing this. And it's always good to hear, because it kind of restores the faith in some listener and a lot of listeners saying, there's some bands that still really do care about what they're doing, and they're not just trying to pump out a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's going to wrap it up, guys. But thank you so much for coming on the show. I really do appreciate this. I know it's been a long time coming, but I do appreciate it. And again, thank you so much for that care package. That was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime. Hopefully we make it to you soon. If not, come on down.
Well, my old man lives in Michigan, so it's not too far off.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
So, just...
Thanksgiving, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
He's going to find your address. We'll find you.
Yeah, oh, yeah, well...
You can't ever get away from that. This is what we do to unsuspecting radio hosts.
You got to come kind of speechless there.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to be a little unnerved or to say thank you. All right, guys, thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure. I really do appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks for everything. Thank you so much.
Anytime, man. When new stuff's out, let me know, and we'll get it pumped out in the air. No problem.
Absolutely. We'll be right right
Thank
there.
you, man.
All right, guys, take care. Let me know about some upcoming shows, and we'll see what the possibilities of me coming down to see one.
Awesome.
All right, man.
Look forward to it.
All right, man. Well, you guys have a really good night, and thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks,
All
man.
right, so long. Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you again soon, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that was a marathon, a good time. It's been a long time coming. As you know, we played many of the songs many times off their self-titled album. Now they are working on a new one, so they're hoping mid-spring, but anything can happen. But once it does come out, you'll be the first to hear it, and we'll let you hear those guys. We'll have them on again, talk about the new album. Until next time, which is tomorrow at 1:30, I'll be here for Blogger's Corner with Britt. And then Saturday, a brand new episode of Music Saturday. We already got a lot of tunes, but we can use some more. So if you want to submit your music to the show, just tweet or DM me, and I'll give you the info. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for listening. It's been Dr. Bones. Bones out.